Imagine walking into a bodybuilding gym and see a guy whose arms look almost too big for his frame. That the kind of reaction Michal Krizo has created for years. But Krizo's story isn't simply about getting you. What makes him interesting is the way his physics combines mass, proportions, conditions, and visual impact. Four things that don't always come together in one bodybuilder. Cardio become known for his enormous upper body, especially thick arms, shoulders, wide chest, and his muscle is very powerful. First thing you notice is size, but look closer and another lessons appear. Bodybuilding isn't just about adding more muscle. Where you add that muscle matters. A bodybuilder can be extremely heavy and still look ordinary if the proportions don't work. Krizo built his reputation around the opposite idea, creating a physique that immediately grabbed attention. And then came the big question: could that massive frame actually compete with the best in the world? When Krizo entered the IFBB Pro League and eventually reached the Mr. Olympia, the conversation around him changed. He wasn't just a massive guy people talked, just he's a massive guy talked about on social media anymore. Now he had to stand under the brightest lights and doing exercise could survive against elite competitions. That's where bodybuilding gets brutally honest. In the gym, we look unbeatable because his mindset is different. His monster pity, his arms, his veins look like a different beast, like a pro bodybuilder in bodybuilding. On the stage, everyone gets judges under the same lights. Condition becomes critical. Muscle separations matters, waist control matters, posing matter, even a small weakness become when you are standing next to the world best. And this is one of the most educational part of Krizo's journey. Being big isn't the final level of bodybuilding. Being able to display that size, think about it like a superstar. Having a massive engine is impressive, but if the handling the terrible, the car won't within the race. In bodybuilding, muscle mass is the engine, but condition, symmetry, posing, presentations are the handling. Krizo Sidis has always had a certain shock factor. His arms and shoulders can make the normal G environment look almost dry. But behind that visual effect is years of repetitive work, training, eating, recovering, and doing the same basic thing when motivation isn't there. And that another lessons people often miss. People see the transformation. They don't see the boring days. They don't see the meals that have to be eaten when you are tired. Then don't see the workouts that happen when the excitement is gone. They don't see the weeks where progress feels almost invisible. That's the real difference between someone who trains occasionally and someone trying to build a professional bodybuilding physique. Krizo also represents something about modern bodybuilding, the evolution of what people accept a message physique who look like. Older generations often had different standards of shape and presentations. Modern bodybuilding places enormous value of extreme muscular development. Krizo fits perfectly into the modern visual era because his physique can look almost impossible even before he steps into a gym. His shocking physiques condition is different, but there's a catch. The bigger the physiques become, the harder can be maintained balance. More muscle doesn't automatically mean a better physique. If one body part dominates too much, proportions can suffer. If condition isn't sharp, enough massive muscle can lose their visual detail. That's why professional bodybuilding is basically a giant puzzle. Chest, legs, shoulders, arms, and waist conditions, posing, everything has to work together. And Krizo's career is interesting because fans and watched him work through the puzzle in real time. Whether you love his massive look or prefer a more classic physics, one thing is difficult to deny. Michal Krizo known has to make people stop scrolling and into the bodybuilding world. That is powerful thing. Before people analyze your symmetry, before they discuss your condition, before they debate your placing, they have to notice you first. Krizo had never really had a problem. His city does the introduction for him. The bigger question is what happens when size needs perfection. Elite stage